Good afternoon. I'm William Amadeo. I am a partner at the law firm of McManus and Amadeo in Ann Arbor, Michigan. In the last 2 years, we've become known as one of the top criminal defense firms in the state of Michigan. Currently, we do have over 40 lawyers working with us throughout the state, and one of the things we do is a team concept. And when I say a team concept, whether your case is in Washtenaw County, our home base, or in the Upper Peninsula or Tawas, we have local counsel there that works as a team with us to understand all aspects of the case. One of the things that I did when I started with Grable and Associates was I was sent to every court. So there's not a court in Michigan I have not been in, and that experience has really helped me negotiate some great deals for clients and also helped us gain some tremendous victories at trial. And one of the things you have to think about from day one is your case one that's going to go to trial, or is this something where we want to get the best possible plea? There's pros and cons to both of that. One of the things that we're known for is our aggression. We'll take any case to trial, but our job is to break down all aspects of the case to our client. We will get you the best possible outcome. Right now, we have offices in Ann Arbor, in Ingham County, in Livonia, and in Grand Rapids. What we're going to do today is talk about some of the members on our team, so you have an idea of who's working on your case. And obviously we're not going to mention every single lawyer, but we are going to talk about some key members. And in some cases, we're not going to mention certain people that are going to help with your case, because you really don't want the world knowing who those people are. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. All right, so besides myself, and you could Google me, I'm not going to talk about myself right now. Matt McManus. He's my partner. Matt is an amazing researcher. He writes a lot of our motions. He will research the hell out of any issue. We've had cases dismissed on some of his motions. His stand-away motions are maybe the top in the state. Matt will meet with you after hours and break down the issues left to right. I'll be the one arguing them, but Matt will set me up. He'll do a great job with his research. There's an issue that he cannot find. Jennifer Kelly. Jenny is a former student of mine. She was my star student when I ran BAT tutoring in Lansing. Jenny graduated, passed the bar, does a lot of civil litigation for us. She's one of the leads in our civil aspect of our firm. She's also started to do a lot of criminal work in Livonia and Washtenaw County. Very hardworking individual. College softball player. She was a great athlete, and she brings a lot of her abilities from the athletic field into the courtroom, and it does make a huge difference for our clients. Pete Winter. Pete's always been like a father to me. He's the senior member of our firm. He's been practicing for over 35 years. He's been in every court in Michigan. Whether it's civil or criminal work, Pete is a jack of all trades. He's a wealth of knowledge. He usually will sit second chair at me at trials. He played a big role in the Eric Coleman victory we just had in Wayne County. Pete's a major asset. Lane Zawaba is the head of our Grand Rapids office. Lane's a rising star, very aggressive young lawyer. He clerked in the prosecutor's office before he came over to the defense side. Amazing playbook knowledge. Many times Lane and I will just be discussing cases after hours. He's somebody who you could truly count on if your freedom's on the line. In addition to that, some of the things we do which are a little different than most. We do have a polygraph expert. I won't get into who that is, but he will tell me whether or not our client should take a state polygraph. He's an amazing individual who has taught me a lot of things. He's very well respected in most communities in Michigan. He's a former state trooper, and he's going to get to the bottom of issues. Sometimes I learn more from a failed poly than a passed polygraph, and there's this misconception. Guilty people can pass polygraphs, and innocent people can fail them. It's a unique test. And sometimes it's not just about the results, but it's about the process to get to those results. And when this individual gives me his reports, it really sets the tone for the direction I go. I will usually have this done at the district court level, and we'll work on those things together. We have an investigator who is top in the state. He will go to the heart of Detroit or the back end of Caro, and he will find out information we need. Whether it's information about who's going to be in our jury, information about the alleged victims. Basically, I look at it like he gives me the ammunition to go out and win the case. There's not a case I do where I won't have this investigator work on the process. And that's something that most firms don't do. You need a solid investigator. Without the solid investigator, your client is vulnerable. Recently, we just had a case in a very small community in Michigan. And if you watched my videos before, you'll know that sometimes smaller communities are more difficult to navigate through than the bigger communities. There's a lot more pressure in the prosecutor's office. In this community, it looked like a dead case. It looked horrible, and he found key facts out about the complaining witness that we were able to put into motions, and the case was dismissed. And it was truly an impossible case, and we prevailed on it thanks to the work of our investigator. He also has a few people working underneath him, but I would trust our investigator with my life, and I trust it with my client's freedom, and that's something most firms cannot make a claim to. We have a psych expert. A lot of times, especially in rape cases with CSCs, with young people, the psychological evaluation is essential. If you do not have a psych expert who's respected by that locale, you're in an uphill battle. Whether your client is guilty or innocent, the key is the psych expert's report is going to be essential to how sentencing comes down. The psych expert can be used as a witness if you're going to trial, and it certainly can be used as an aspect in the sentencing memo for the plea bargain. This particular expert is well known throughout the state of Michigan, and he provides amazing insight. Other things we have are a ballistics expert. This is something that most firms don't even consider. But when we're talking about ballistics, a good expert can discount the prosecutor's case. And this particular expert is somebody who is known throughout the state of Michigan and has helped us win a couple of major cases. Another thing that we do is we have a false confession expert. Now, understand something. The Kowalski case, for all the legal heads out there, there's a premise that false confession experts don't come into admissibility. That's not always true. There are two very brilliant minds that can help explain why a confession was made and are highly respected in courts. If you're in a jurisdiction where you have to go through a Daubert hearing to try to explain why a confession was made, we have two people that are not just junk science, two people that are credible. And there are 3 reasons why somebody makes a false confession. That's a concept for another video, but there's 3 big reasons. The average person is going to look at a confession and say the guy must be guilty, he made a confession. Well, maybe not. We've won a few cases with confessions, and it really confuses people how that's done. There's a technique. This is a team effort. So, at McManus and Amadeo, what you have is a group of over 40 lawyers, an array of experts, locations throughout the state, and our record speaks for itself. Feel free to contact us at 1-800-392-7311. or find us on the net at clientsfirstlegal.com. You can also check us out on YouTube or our Facebook pages. We'll be happy to answer questions for you. Look forward to seeing you online.